All right, it's Saturday morning. I just went down to Southern Maryland, pretty far down there, and picked up another Haven snowblower. I had this one already, which is in better shape, but I only had the blower housing and this one rod that runs up to the front to lift it. And this one had all the other parts for it. So now I got the rest of the lift pieces, the thing to turn the chute, and the mule drive piece. I'm getting ready to put it on the 18.6. I just pulled the tote box off and started cleaning up some of the parts for it. Because this was sitting outside, but the rest of the parts were inside a barn. So probably might take some parts off of this and just scrap the rest, or just keep it, I don't know yet. Because I don't have any desire to find the missing parts to make it complete. Take the chains and the sprockets and stuff and some other parts off of it. But this is the one that I'm going to be using. Because this one's, the auger's all bent up. That one's pretty good still. I think I have everything for the most part. I'm going to find out. I don't know if this takes a special engagement rod for the PTO to turn the belt on. I have some of the regular ones. I don't know if this is any different. It might be, but I'm going to try to use a regular one. See what happens. I might throw this up when I'm trying to put it on. Right now I'm just trying to clean some of the dirt off of it. Like I said, I already got these pieces done. And I had this piece from the old one, because this one that came with the new one's bent, as you can see. Alright, it's been a little while. I've never put one of these on, so I didn't really record it. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do by yourself. This thing here hooks into the front axle so that mule drive piece doesn't slide. Well, it doesn't hook into the axle, it hooks into the frame. I don't know how well you can see any of this, but it's hooked into the frame there. And then the lower axle pins go through the holes in the front axle. And then this handle just goes through with a rod like you would in the rear of a old style mower deck. And all I gotta do is make some kind of shim so that this thing, when I raise it up, it doesn't hit the fender, because right now it's hitting the fender. But I gotta get that done, and I don't think I have the right PTO rod. I'm gonna try to make something work. See if I can get something figured out for it, but I'm gonna try to get this one to work. I think it's a special one you need, but I'm gonna get something figured out for that. And I'm not sure, I guess I gotta pull this extra guard off, this belt guard, so I can get the belt on. I'm pretty sure it goes on the furthest pulley in. I have the manual over there I gotta look at. But it'll go up and down. Like I said, the handle just hits the fender right now. And I gotta take out, we'll loosen these two bolts on the dash to get this piece in. Then I can hook up the turner thing. These springs kind of suck to get in, but I got those on. And then this just slides, and then it bolts here. It's got a spring on it. That way it can move when you raise and lower the blower. But I gotta figure out something for the engagement rod and put a bushing or something to space that out so that the handle doesn't hit the fender when it comes all the way up. I don't know if I'm missing anything for that. And I had to unbolt the grill corner. But it's a little update. I'll show some more hopefully if I get it working. If I can figure out a engagement thing. I gotta order a new belt. That belt's a little shot, but it'll work at least for now. All right, here it is. Got everything on there. Got this bracket for the chute mounted on. And I greased everything. To get the, I just went out and let it down on a bunch of leaf piles and messed with it. But anyway, the engagement rod to turn the thing on, you can't use a mower deck rod because it's too short, and a couple other things. But what I ended up doing was I took the nut off of the engagement rod. This one here is a fine thread, but it's 7/16 by, I believe, 14. The other one I used, it's coarse. And what I ended up doing was, if I can find a piece, it's in one of these drawers somewhere. I think. But anyway, the end piece that usually goes on here for the mule drive, it's got a bigger pin end on it. I put that in the bench grinder and ground it down to it fit this hole up here. Here's where I show a little bit. But I just ground that down, then went and got a piece of all thread that was 7/16 by 14. And then I threaded that on there after I ground that down. And then underneath, I don't know what you're seeing right now, but I just got the all thread bend on the end for this. And I ended up shimming this up a little bit, and I've just bent this handle forward for the thing so it didn't hit the fender, because it was hitting the fender earlier. I just let the snowblower all the way down and pulled forward on this pipe. But it's all on there, and I'm finally happy. Because I actually got this, just the blower and that rod that runs to the rear. I got that for free from the same guy I bought 5 tractors from, I don't know, 2 years ago. And I've had it and it's in good shape. I didn't want to scrap it and nobody wanted to buy it. So when that one popped up and the augers bent up and all, but the guy had most of the parts, I had to make that engagement rod. But he had this, all this stuff, had all the guards for it. So I guess there's nothing left to do but turn it on for you. But it does function the way it's supposed to. And I got one of these PTO pedals. I got that one a while ago. I think I actually made a video. I don't know if I put it on this, but I originally put it on the ST12, but I had plans for getting the snowblower going, so I just mounted it on here. I want to get another one for my 16.6 that's in West Virginia for the sickle mower. They're just a lot easier to turn on and off. But I think that's probably about going to do it for this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching and all. Hopefully we get some snow this year. We didn't really get a whole lot of anything last year. I'm either going to try to swap a different set of wheels that I have tire chains for on the back of it, or I might just run it like this, see what it does. The only thing I'm worried about is this is a lot of weight to move with that snowblower on there. These have pretty good tread left on them, and I got a lot of weight on the rear. The driveway is asphalt milling, so it's pretty much gravel, so it has pretty decent traction. And we don't get like feet of snow here, we get inches, so I think it'll be fun to mess with if we get any snow this year. This is probably going to be its forever home on the 18.6. I heard you can run them with a 12, but realistically this is way better with the 18. Then the other twin cylinder, bigger horsepower tractor I got is up West Virginia. I do have the SS14, that might have enough ass to run it. But alright, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.